Hi, my loves. Welcome to your cosmic weather report for the week ahead. We've got a lot of Mercury energy this week. So this week's going to be a lot about getting your mind right. But to help us with that, on Monday, Venus moves into Scorpio. Now, as Venus moves into Scorpio, this is a deep dive into self. So a really deep dive into your values, your worth, who you are, that real deep sense of self that comes from like somewhere really deep within you. And also a really deep dive into your desires. And so with Venus moving through Scorpio, this is the time now to really get in touch with what you desire and to almost admit that to yourself, especially those big dreams and desires that you sometimes hide away from or put on hold or avoid because you're like, oh, could I make that happen? I'm not sure. This is the time now to really go, this is what I desire. This is what I want. And to embrace and go after your desire. So to really embrace what it is that's alive within you. Because you know I've told you this many times before, but you're never given a dream or desire without also being given the means to achieve it. And any really deep soul desire within you is within you because you can bring it to life, and it's needed as part of the fabric of the universe right now. So this is the time now to no longer hide from those very deep desires within, and instead to really begin to own them, to own, this is what I desire. And I know that because that desire is within me, it's there because I can bring it to life and really stand in the fullness of that. This transit will also take you into your power, deep into intimacy, deep into intuition, deep into all that real magic that lives within you that sometimes we tend to dim a little bit. So a really wonderful week to get in touch with what is it I really, truly, deeply desire and want. And also, what would I desire if I really felt worthy of it? So again, sometimes we dampen our desires with things of feeling like we're not worthy or we couldn't make it happen or we're not deserving of it. But if you were to step into that real fullness of your worth, if you were to step into that highest potential of yourself and really allow that to come alive within you, what dreams and desires would also come with that? Now, Tuesday then we get the last quarter moon in Cancer. This is preparing us now for the new moon solar eclipse in Libra that's going to come just over a week after. The last quarter moon is a part of the lunar cycle where we really begin to release, shed and let go of all that we don't want to take into the next cycle with us. And you might remember that that big Pisces full moon lunar eclipse was there to really help us to purge and release and let go of all that is no longer in alignment, all that is no longer in resonance, all that is no longer in our frequency, anything that we want to let go of, especially as we've just turned seasons now following the autumn equinox. And just like nature is doing, what are you being asked to shed and release and let go of? Now, with the last quarter moon happening in Cancer, this is bringing you back to your heart and your home, and they've been able to really look at what is no longer serving from a place of really being at home in yourself, of really, again, finding that deep sense of worth and value in yourself and saying, like, if I really love myself, what would I no longer keep allowing? If I were really being true to the deep desires within me, what would I no longer keep doing? Because where are you saying that you want something and then behaving in an opposite kind of way? So this is going to really bring you back to a very deep sense of self. And in order to be in yourself, what keeps you out of alignment with yourself? What is it that you deep down know that it's really just time to let go of? Now, on this same day, we've got Mercury trine Uranus. So this is a wonderful time now to open your mind to possibilities. And whereas Mercury is the human thinking mind, Uranus is the cosmic mind, the higher mind, the universal mind. So whenever we get a meeting of these two planets, there's an ability to come out of human mind and your human doubts and worries and fears and come into higher self mind of, again, if you were in your highest potential, what would be there? And so this is a really beautiful day or time to really begin to, rather than looking at where you're stuck and what you want to let go of and what you don't like and what you don't want and what isn't working in your life, open your mind to the other possibilities. Open your mind to what could be possible. Open your mind to what else might be out there. And so rather than looking again at what's going wrong and, well, I'm stuck in this and I hate my job and this is horrible and that's not working and I want to let go of that, but I don't know how to do it. Let's start to look at instead what could be possible, what the possibilities are, what's waiting out there for you. And this is also a day that when you're thinking about what you want to let go of, really trust in the flow rather than gripping and controlling and micromanaging. Well, I don't want this anymore and this can't happen anymore and I don't want this to be in this way anymore. Instead, let go of the grip and trust the flow. Trust what wants to fall away. Just like the leaves from the trees, trust what wants to fall away. And maybe let go of that grip and holding, because sometimes when we're looking at the things we don't want and we're looking at the things that are going wrong and we're looking at the things that we don't like, we're giving them so much energy. We're continuing to perpetuate those same things in our lives. And so instead, turn and look at the possibilities instead. Trust the flow. Trust what wants to fall away. Trust what wants to be released, and know that in that, it's creating space for something even more wonderful to come in, and those new beginnings that new moon solar eclipse is going to bring. So I want you to allow yourself to be in a real space of ease and trust and flow, of being honest about what it is you no longer want and what it is you're willing to let go of, but then not kind of trying to fight to let go of it, and instead looking at what could be possible instead, the new growth, the new opportunities, what is available for you. Focus on those things. Now, Wednesday, then we get Mercury opposite Neptune. So we've got Mercury energy again. This is going to help you to connect to a higher guidance. So if you are feeling confused, lost, uncertain, but Kirsty, I don't know what to do with this, and I know I don't want this in my life anymore, but I don't know how to let go of it, and I don't know what to do about it, give it up to a higher power. Give it up to that higher power. Say to your higher self, to the universe, to God, to source, whatever name you give it, please help me. Please show me the way. Please show me how to let go of these things. Please show me how to no longer keep being affected by my past and allow my past to keep repeating. Please help me to let go of these thoughts, beliefs, and behaviors that keep me stuck in these repeating cycles. Please help me to let go of these fears that stop me from being able to move forward into this highest potential that I know I'm capable of. Please help me to let go of this crappy situation in my life that I don't know what to do with and that I've been dealing with for a long time, but I'm ready now to let go of it because I know there's a different way and I know there's something different out there for me. So please show me, please help me, and connect to that higher guidance. Because as I mentioned before, sometimes human you, when human you is so close to it and human you is struggling with it and human you is trying to let go of it, what human you is actually doing is still holding on to it while you're trying to let go of it and making it worse. So give it up to something higher. I am willing to let go of this. And sometimes just that willingness to let go is the very first step. And then you find all these different things come in and take care of it for you. It's just that willingness. I am ready to let this go. I no longer want to keep thinking like this, behaving like this, agreeing to this. I no longer want to keep allowing my life to be governed by these doubts and fears, whatever it may be. Just find that willingness and allow that higher guidance to come in and take care of it for you. I'm willing to let this go. Thursday then, more Mercury. We get Mercury trine Pluto, and on this same day, Mercury moves into Libra. Now, as Mercury meets Pluto, this is a big energy of taking back your power. So noticing where in your life you've been giving your power away. Well, I want to let go of this, but I need to wait until they do that, or that happens, or that moves, or that changes, or that shifts. Again, while you're waiting for something on the outside to happen before you can let go of something in your own life, you're always going to be waiting. So this is the taking back of your power, of knowing that you can let go in an instant. It can be as easy or as difficult as you make it. You can let go in an instant. You can choose to no longer continue to think those same thoughts. They're only a thought, and a thought can be changed. And as soon as you take back your power and you turn it within, so again, rather than waiting for something outside of you to change, look within and be willing to release the patterns in you that creates those situations. So I'm willing to let go of the part of me that needs that external validation. I'm willing to let go of the part of me that needs somebody to do this or behave in this way. And to take back your power to not only let go of those things in your life that you know you want to let go of and no longer keep repeating, but take back your power in turn to make those deep dreams and desires come true that we spoke about at the beginning of the week. I know that I've got within me all that I need to make my deepest dreams and desires come true. And all I need to do is let go of the parts of me that are afraid or uncertain or unsure, and that doubt and that try and keep me safe by shrinking. And I'm also willing to let go of all of those areas in my life where I allow myself to be treated in certain ways, or I allow myself to shrink, or I allow my worth to be questioned, or I allow my dreams to be questioned. Oh, are you sure you can do that? Are you sure you can make that happen? I'm willing to let go of all of those. I'm willing to let go of needing someone else to tell me that I can follow my dreams and desires. And so take back your power. Really take back your power. We also find as Mercury now joins the Sun in Libra that we're looking for deeper balance and peace and harmony in our minds, our bodies, our heart, our soul. So again, this is a time to really look at what keeps me out of balance, what keeps me feeling anxious or uncertain and unsure. Is that my own thoughts that I can change? Is it anything outside of me? These are the things you want to work on letting go of over this waning lunar cycle. And we find ourselves around this time now much more diplomatic, much more able to see all sides. So this is a really beautiful time, especially in that waning lunar energy, to have any conversations that you need to have with people around those desires you want to bring in, and equally what it is that you're now letting go of. Maybe there's boundaries you want to create around certain things in your life. This is a really beautiful time for very deep, meaningful, intimate conversations that will take you into a next level. And this can also be a really wonderful time to express those desires that you felt into at the beginning of the week. So make it known how you feel. Let people know what it is that you want. Make those desires really be heard. And that might just be saying them out loud to the universe of, this is what I desire. This is what I'm calling in for myself. This is what I'm going to believe is possible for me. And we can also, as Mercury moves into Libra, gain that deeper understanding, problem solve, be able to look at things from a different angle and suddenly see a solution where we'd only seen a sense of being stuck. We're suddenly able to see just that little doorway where we're like, oh, there is a different way here. There is a new possibility. There is something different. If I just look at this same situation from a slightly different angle, I can see it differently now. Okay, here we go. So this is a time now to almost step outside of yourself and see things differently and look at things from a different angle. That might mean looking at something from somebody else's perspective, or looking at something in your life from the perspective of your higher self rather than your human self. So just beginning to almost flip things and see them in a different way. Is this true? Or could there be another possibility? Could there be another way to look at this? And again, just that we're going to look to find just deeper peace, harmony, balance. So anything that keeps us from that, we're going to really look to start to shed and let those things go as we start to quieten down and go inwards to seek deeper intuitive knowing and guidance. So a lot going on this week around the letting go. And as well as that, a lot coming in around deep dreams and desires. So we're going to have this beautiful, it's almost like the scales of the bringing in more of the dreams and desires and the letting go of what keeps us out of alignment with that. So I hope, as always, this has helped, my love. I wish you the most beautiful week ahead, and I will be back really soon.